Hi folks, TechTucker here, and in today's video we are going to go through gaming pickups I've had over the months this year so far. Pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show everything that I've been picking up as of late. There are things that I did, pick up off camera, so I'll probably go into a bit more depth around those. In terms of the things that you did see on camera, like for example Pocky and Rocky Restrained, I'll probably not go into too much detail about unless I've played it since or anything of that nature. So yeah, first pickup, Pocky and Rocky you've seen in one of the previous videos not too long ago, so won't go into too much depth about that. But one new game I have picked up, Power Wash Simulator on the PlayStation 5. Got this a few weeks back, I've not played it yet, but it is my intention to give this a whirl. I saw it's having a physical copy released, and you know what, I fancy the go of it. It was pretty cheap, £20. For a new release, I will take it because I've been considering it on Steam for the longest time. So yeah, I'll hopefully get back to you guys in the future and let you know how it plays. But got Mission Impossible boxed here, which I got at the Glasgow Anime and Gaming Convention, and Equinox on the Super Nintendo here. This is one of the only ones I picked up boxed. It's just the art, I really liked it and it didn't make much of a price difference. I think I got this box for about £20. Of course it's not in the best shape, but I did get this off eBay. And yeah, it came in a nice box protector as well, and it does indeed have the manual, so I cannot complain about that. And of course, getting this one done. I got this at the Glasgow Play Expo. That was at Play Expo Glasgow. Boxed a copy of Puyo Puyo Sun here. Cartridge is immaculate as well. No instructions. It cost me like £10, and I really love Puyo Puyo, so there was no way I was giving that one a miss. So of course we'll go into some more detail about some other things. So recently picked up Far Cry 5 on the PlayStation 4. Got this off eBay for about £3 with £2 postage, so a £5 all in. The reason I got it is for my friend wants to platinum this game, and to do so there are multiplayer missions. So I was like, you know what, I'll buy a copy, I'll get those trophies with you, the multiplayer based ones, and then he'll have the platinum as he's done everything else. I do already have Far Cry 5 on Xbox, but I got that at clearance out of Asda a good while ago now, so yeah, Far Cry 5, I'm not super into Far Cry or anything, but it's not a series I've tried too much, so who knows, when I'm getting the trophies, maybe this will be alright, and maybe I'll give it a full playthrough. So, gonna have a look at some Mega Drive games now. With these, I'm gonna just kind of skim over the ones that I did get on video. So of course, Hellfire Complete. Yeah, that was in a CEX roulette a good while ago. Probably won't be doing any more of those with £3 postage unless it's expensive items now. Zero Wine, just the game itself. And then Outrun on the Mega Drive as well. I got this for an unboxed price again in a previous video. So if you want to see more of that kind of stuff, check it out. Yeah, very good price. I paid £20 for this as the unboxed price. It's not in the greatest shape, as you can see, like warping on the image there, but you know what, I will take it. So now we've got some things that I caught off video. I got a copy of Eternal Champions from CEX for £6. Yeah, it did have some, marker here that I accidentally ruined because I used isopropyl alcohol thinking that would be fine. Big mistake, I ruined the label. Oh well, it was a cheap enough game, I don't care, and I know it's a bad fighting game, so that's the whole reason I wanted it. Then I got Lemmings as well. I have nostalgia for Lemmings on the Master System, so I thought, for £10, and it was in very nice shape, like look how clean that is. Very nice shape, CEX voucher. I may have actually talked about this in a video, I'm not sure, but whatever. And then NBA Jam Tournament Edition. So I found this in a game shop very recently for £10 complete, and I paid £12 for this off eBay and got it like the day before. I was very like, you can never predict when these types of things will come in, but I just really wanted Tournament Edition of NBA Jam. I just really wanted to give this game a go. Not popped in yet, but I've got some time off coming up, so I think I'm going to blast through some Mega Drive games then, as I do have some more coming around for my birthday, which I'll go over closer to the time. But yeah, look forward to that. So we've got a few PlayStation 2 games, just Tekken 4, 5 and Tag Tournament there. We got those at the Play Expo in Glasgow. All my games have now been cleaned up, de-stickered and all that, so I am happy enough with that there. And then a couple of original Xbox titles that I've picked up very recently with CEX vouchers. First one being black. So this one I've been on the lookout for a while. This one is very clean, manual and all that included. Had a CEX voucher in my pocket as well. I don't know what I traded in for that stuff, to be honest. Oh, no, it was the stuff I got at the Bathgate Market. So I got a copy of black. This was £5 out at CEX on voucher, of course, so not bad. Complete copy, backwards compatible in Series X, and it's an FPS a lot of people recommend. So you know what, I'm more than happy to give this a go, but it feels so clean, especially after I gave it a wipe over after buying it from CEX. And then a game I've been on the lookout for a while, and I'm very, very happy to have. The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. Yep, that's what it's called, thankfully. This was £25 out of CEX, got it on voucher, and it's complete and in very nice shape. The disc does have some surface scratching. Don't know if it'll even pop up on the camera. Nah, it's very light surface scratching though. But this game I've been looking on and off for about the last 2 years or so. I just forgot about it and I found it in CEX one day. And I'm not gonna lie, I was very excited and I saw it had the manual in there. And when I took it to the counter, the guy was like, why is that manual in there? I was like, I don't know. But hey ho, I'm not gonna complain. I'm very pleased to have this on the collection. It's basically Devil May Cry with Jack Skellington on the cover. So again, some great games there. Haven't been over these in any videos. It was like maybe a week or two ago I picked those up. But yeah, now we're going to move on to some 360 titles, as I know a lot of you guys are subscribed for that kind of stuff. Alright, so got a decent stack of 360 here. I'll probably rapid fire through these as most of them are in videos. So Avatar Burning Earth. Blood Bowl is one I picked up recently. It's an obscure game, £2 out of CEX. I know I haven't been over this in video. I did get a stack of 360 games at CX on voucher not long ago. I've wanted to try like Mutant League Football, things like that. I've just not bit the bullet on those. They're not even that expensive. It's just I've thought this is £2. It looks in that kind of similar style. So you know what? I'll just try this and see if I like it. If Mutant League Football or anything's more different to this, please let me know in the comments so I'm not basing any expectations or anything off that one to this. Cabela's Alaskan Adventure. This one was £3 out of CEX. Again, I got a wee stack of 360 games about a month ago or something out of CEX. The game looks interesting, like a hunting game, and it was £3 that it can sell like for 10 on eBay, which is why I was happy to buy that. Cars, which if you've seen my one of the last videos, yeah, this thing is ruined, so it doesn't work. I tried it. It's a shame, 'cause I actually want to play this, and I watched Cars like 2 days ago actually. I think it's a decent movie. But yeah, I'm on the lookout for a disc only, so if anyone has one, please hit me up. I would really like to actually play this game. Cars Race-A-Rama, which got at a charity shop. Dance Central 2, got on a 360 bundle. Same bundle for Dance Central 3. And this one I'm very pleased. Again, most of the 360 games I got at CEX were on voucher. I got Fear Files, £15 complete. I think it's actually got some of the original seal on there. Yeah, it does. But yeah, £15 complete. This is going on eBay for about 20-25 complete condition. And the box was nice, art's nice, and I had Fear 1, 2 and 3, but not the files. I think this is like it's a DLC expansion basically. Don't know much about it, but Fear is a series I want to give a shot, alongside Dead Space. It's just finding the time these days. With Dead Space I might pick up the remake when it's like maybe sub £20, just to try that out. But yeah, got FIFA 17 here. This one's an obscure title, Infernal Hell's Revenge. I just saw this in CX. It kind of gives me Infamous vibes. I might be wrong with that, but just looking at the box art, that's what I get. It was like £3. Never seen or heard of this game before, so I thought I'll pick that up. Maybe it's a hidden gem. Stay tuned for future 360 hidden gem videos. I might shout this out if it is any good, because I'm intending on giving it a wee whirl. Connect Disneyland. Didn't have this. Why not? Let's Cheer. I've got to practice my cheerleading skills. Quantum Theory as well. Another game that begins with the letter Q, I guess. The Beatles Rock Band. Toy Story Mania. And the last one I've got in this stack here is up on the 360. CX reduced this to like a $5 or something. And yeah, I like the idea of Disney games in this era were pretty solid actually, so you know what, I'm willing to give that a go and I like the movie up. So that's the 360 games. Alright guys, gonna go through PlayStation 1 pickups. Again, I think most of these have been in videos before, so I'll probably rapid fire them. Got Action Man here. Capcom Generations. This one I didn't get on camera. Based on the Play Expo in Glasgow, I picked up Dancing Stage Euromix. My sister was really into these games and she's pretty good at them as well. And I did pick up one of the plastic controllers I actually played that on. I knocked over my clicker. But yes, I have played those games with the actual mats and that before. They're good fun. Got Driver. Driver 2. Duke Nukem Land of the Babes, I believe this one is. Yep. Firo and Claude. It's one of those games where it was so obscure when I came across it when I was at the anime con that I was at not too long ago. Had to just pick this up. No manual, but it's one of those games. I don't think I'll ever see that again. It's very obscure. Don't see it come up on eBay or that too often at all. Gekaido, however you pronounce that. Independence Day. So I traded this with my brother. Yeah, not much to say about it. I didn't have it. I had some spare games. We made a swap. And another game in this pile. Medal of Honor. I also swapped with that trade. It was just some 360 games. And then got both the Kurushi games here. Kurushi and Kurushi Final Mental Blocks or whatever it's called. Yeah. And then we have Oddworld, Abe's what? What am I saying? I can't even pronounce this. Abe's Exodus. I was gonna say Abe's Oxygen. Don't know. Shadow Man, which I smashed the case for. I dropped it. It's a dying shame because this case was minty otherwise. I'm not gonna get over that one. Shaolin. I've got these sitting on a dangerous stack on my knees, by the way. Tenchu Stealth Assassin, which I got at the Anime Con as well. And last but not least, The Weakest Link. Give this one a go, guys, if you have it. It's actually not that bad. It's pretty funny. I got out of the questions, like, put it on a harder difficulty, and it only shows, like, the first letter. We thought the game was broken, but no, that's just something it does. I got one question right, though, about EastEnders question about the dog named Wellard, so yeah, I'm a sad case. That's my PlayStation 1 game, so now we're going to move on to some Nintendo stuff. Well, I say Nintendo stuff, starting off with a 360 disc, disc only. I'm looking out for a case for Farming Simulator 15 because this is a game that actually has a decent amount of value. Got Sonic Advance 2, SpongeBob Drawn to Life. This is a game I actually had as a kid. This isn't the exact copy. Unfortunately, I've traded that in a very long time ago. With that, I'm looking for a case as well. It is like a £2 game, so I'm kind of stuck with a cartridge. We'll see, but got 42 all-time classics, Danny Phantom Urban Jungle, that Go-Go Cosmo Cops or something, yeah, that's it. Scribble Knots, which I did pick up off camera, and Tetris DS. So yeah, a small DS stack of games. I try not to buy DS games all too often, because I prefer, like, PlayStation and that, and with the DS game as well, I do have like R4 cards with half of them on there as well, so I do have the means of playing them. I do prefer to have the physical copies though. But yeah, with GameCube, got Kirby's Air Raid and Nintendo Puzzle Collection. I had ordered Donkey Konga 3, which is a damn shame because the people never sent it, so I'm just keeping an eye out for that one, because I'm not super bothered about Japanese games, but I want the exclusives, because, you know, I brought this to my brother's house one night. We played it till like 4 in the morning. We were playing Yoshi's Cookie, surprisingly enough. It's a weird puzzle game, but it's kind of fun actually. And Kirby Air Raid, again, it's just so I didn't have to spend like hundreds of pounds on the English copy. But other GameCube games I've picked up rather, Donkey Kong. I was gonna say Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, complete as well. Shrek 2, which is a childhood game of mine, as is Worms 3D, which is why I picked those up when I did find them. So that's my GameCube pickups. Now we're going to have a look at some of the Wii titles. So I got Avatar here. Death Jr., it's a game that looked interesting to me, again a potential, you know, candidate for hidden gems. Looked like a good, you know, 3D action platformer type game, which is why it caught my attention. Disney Channel Party. Again, another hidden gems contender. Koro Rimpa, just looked interesting. Nickelodeon Dance, which was £1 out of a charity shop. Panya Golf or some shit, I don't know. It looked interesting. I got it mixed up with another golf game on the Wii that was made by Capcom. Yeah, Peppa Pig. Monopoly, which I got the other week. Just gonna put some of these down. Pikmin 2 new play control. I wouldn't have bought this if I knew the Switch HD ports were gonna happen, but whatever. And then Prince of Persia Rival Swords. Sealed Ratatouille, which I have not moved on. I was intending to sell it, but would have been more hassle than what it's worth, so I've just held on to it. I paid £1 for it. The Last Story, which I'm on the lookout for a manual for. And then Tomb Raider Anniversary. And finally, Tomb Raider Underworld. Bit of a weird angle. But yeah, some Nintendo, Wii and GameCube titles here. So I'll pop those down just now. And of course, just go over some Super Nintendo games that I picked up as well. These have all been featured on the channel, so I'll just go through them quickly. Kid Clown, I think it's called. Yeah, that's the one. Power Pigs, which was a Father's Day present and a childhood game of mine as well. So it's not exactly a great game, but I like it. Rock and Roll Racing, which when I popped this in, I played it for a good while. Really fun racer, actually. Sky Blazer, I played a little bit of this. I need to give this one a full shot. It's not too long, so again, when I've got some time off, I do intend to play that. And Magical Quest, starring Mickey Mouse. So yeah, that's Nintendo side of things. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to unbox a couple of items that I've gotten in the mail. As you'll see by whatever you call it, the title. Jeez, I know it's a weekend, but crikey. First things first, before we unbox the items I've gotten in the mail recently, I did get this yesterday. I wish I held off just unboxing it. It would have made, good content, but it is the Pyra and Mithra amiibo. I've got all the Smash Bros amiibo minus Player 1 Bayonetta. Or is it? Yeah, I don't know. I've got the short hair Bayonetta. I don't know if that's Player 1 or Player 2, but I've got every other Smash Bros amiibo. So I've kept up the trend. I've kind of stopped up unboxing them. I don't really use them, so I think they're just nicer in the packet. And I'm a huge Smash Brothers fan, so hence why I had to pick these guys up. And I do like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as well. From what I've played, very solid title. So yeah, gonna unbox these. So one is a Mega Drive heavy hitter title. So stay tuned for that, because the box is a little damp. It has been very rainy. With this one, just gonna open this one. I know exactly what this is. And I've been looking forward to this for a while, because these are games I've been meaning to get for a long time. If you know me, I am indeed a Dragon Ball fan. So this is the packet. Paid £7.50 for each game, and combined postage of £2, so I've paid roughly what they're worth, to be fair. A little bit cheaper. Yeah, both all complete as well with the manual. These aren't necessarily good games, but I enjoy collecting Dragon Ball games. Disc is very nice, actually. I've wanted to try out, I think Final Bout's meant to be like a really bad fighting game based on like GT and Z type era. So I'm very happy to add this to the collection. I don't know if these will ever gain more value, but I don't really care either. I just wanted the Dragon Ball games in my set. And Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22. I don't know much about this one. And this is probably the one out of the two I'm looking more forward to playing. That art in the back, ooh, that's nice. I've never actually seen this game in person before. But yeah, I wanted them because they're complete as well. And then you just got, I think that's Majin Vegeta in the back. Yeah, possibly. And then the disc itself, ooh, that's clean as well. So yeah, about £15 all in for both copies, which I think CEX did try and sell them for about £10 each. So good deal, good condition. I actually can't wait to try these out. I love Dragon Ball. Xenoverse 2 will be my favourite Dragon Ball game of all time. It was one of the games I got on my Switch. I got on the Xbox One, never finished it, but then I got on the Switch, got really into it. One of the first games I played on the Switch as well. It was one of the first games I ever bought myself when I was full-time working as well. That, Rayman Legends, and Zelda Breath of the Wild. And then I bought Pokemon Tournament. I was like 18, I didn't care, I just wanted some games. I finally got to buy them for myself. Those set of games will hold a special place in my heart. Bit cringe alert, but now time to open the Mega Drive Heavy Hitter. I cannot wait to open this one. I do have some more Mega Drive stuff on the way again for like birthday. I bought myself a couple of bits, and my sister paid for a game. I know my brother's bought me a Mega Drive game because it was him at eBay watch list. I was at his house, and I was like, "Oh, I saw that sold," and he just laughed. I was like, "Yep, you bought me it," which I'm not complaining about. It looks like an awesome game. But for the game here, very well packaged. I was being very careful not to dox myself here. Yeah, I really do appreciate the packing job that this person's done, but it is a heavy hitter title. So it's looking like the damp hasn't touched it, thankfully. The condition on it's so-so, but for the price, I wasn't going to get it any better. Because this game consistently sells complete for about £100 and in very nice condition. More than that. So dang, my biggest fear has come to light, but the condition of the box itself is very nice. The manual's looking good as well. That stickers came off. And I can see a very faint like stamp on it because it is an X rental. And this game is Maz and Moors. I paid £75 for this including postage. Basically I sold the 360 in the previous video, so I was like, oh, that basically makes it £50. I literally just had a bit of cash in my wallet as well, so I was like, if I put that in the bank, that basically makes it like £30. So I pulled the trigger. And this condition is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Like, you can see, it's a bit, I don't know if that's ripped. I think, yeah, that's ripped slightly. And there is a rental sticker in the top corner there. I don't know if that's the sticker that ripped or the box art. Hard to tell. But I'll maybe take a hairdryer to that. But it is an expensive game, because other than that, it's actually in very nice shape. So now we'll take a look at the manual and the cartridge itself. As the manual, you could tell it had a rental sticker there. Bit of a tear, but not a big deal to me personally. These things are old. It's in one piece. Like, I'm not going to complain. This game just looks sick. It feels like the back cover and that could come off any time. Yeah, it's very worn at the sides there. So I'm not going to flick through this too much. As long as it's in shape, in one piece, and complete, I will take it. So the manual's there. And we'll take a look at the cartridge. The manual does have a stamp on it, same property of something that I can't read. I can read, but not that. And yeah, you can see the rental sticker was on the back there. That should brush off just fine. I'm glad they didn't put it on the cartridge itself. Because other than that, cartridge is looking really good, minus that stamp there. Am I going to risk getting that stamp off? Probably not. You can see some wear at the side there, but it's in one piece. It's looking pretty good overall. So yeah, it's a complete copy of Maz and Moors for £75. So you know what? I'll take it and not be in perfect shape because that is a very solid price. The cartridge itself can sell for like 50, I believe. So there is just no chance of missing out on a complete copy of this game for that price. It looks like it's kind of like a beat 'em up, and then when some boss fights are kind of like a one-on-one fighter. It just looks like a very cool game overall, and I'm very, very excited to add this title to my collection. So yeah, that's my gaming pickups. I do, before I wrap up the video, out of the 360 bundles, well, I saw some of those games. I have kept these two controllers for now. I need to dig out that spare unit, the 360 console, out of my cupboard and trade that in and make some money off of that as well. Hopefully offset some more cost from Maz and Moors. I might just go cash from CEX of that one when I do trade that. But yeah, of course, if you do like the video, then please do like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more pickups like this in the future. Of course, let me know. I'll start stacking games, you know, better, so I know, you know, what I've picked up recently, because there probably is bits and pieces on the shelf that I've picked up in the past that were in videos and that, but I just couldn't be bothered taking them out. But yeah, so please do like, share, and subscribe, and yeah, I'm a very happy person with this. So please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Noel Laughlin. Just thanks for watching. I'm cheesing. Catch you in the next one. Bye.